Do you know the difference between a pre-foreclosure and a foreclosure bank-owned property? There's a huge difference, and sometimes the cards are better stacked in your favor if you're trying to get a property for a really great deal by purchasing a pre-foreclosure. Now, I'll explain why as we go along in this video. First, let me explain the difference between the two. A pre-foreclosure is a property that the owners of the home that bought it that are in default with the bank still own. Now, the bank has started the foreclosure process, but it is not completed, so the bank does not have the right to sell the property. Only the owners can sell the property at this point. Now, this can be a really great deal for you if they don't owe more than it's worth. You have to be very careful when you're making offers and going through the closing process, because the sellers might not even be aware of all the fees. You would think they would, but they did get themselves into a little bit of trouble. So there's attorney's fees, and you have to have direct communication with the bank and the attorney trying to help them. So you really need to make sure that if you are looking at a pre-foreclosure property, that you are fully educated, you have all the information you need to know, so you don't go through this whole process and then not be able to close at closing day. That's one thing. So a bank-owned foreclosure is, you're probably already guessing, a property that the foreclosure process has completely been completed, and the bank now is the rightful owner of the property, and they'll put that up for sale. Now, when you see those properties, they are priced really great for the market, which is why everyone always says, oh, I want to get a foreclosure. But a lot of people don't realize that, when those hit the market, if you're getting a mortgage for yourself, you are probably not even going to be able to get that property, even if you make an offer higher than what other folks are offering that are paying cash. The banks don't want to have to wait around for you to get your full commitment for your loan, wait for the appraisal, and frankly, they're just not interested in doing the contingencies, because typically they're going to have several cash buyers, investors coming in, throwing down cash, and they're just going to take the best offer that they can close the quickest. So, especially when you're in a situation where you are getting a mortgage, you're looking for a home for you and your family to live, you're not a savvy investor with tons of cash to just throw down, The pre-foreclosure is great for you. You do need to be pre-approved pretty quickly. For example, I have a listing in Imperial Point, which you're going to see in a minute, and this one we have a specific deadline. We're trying to get this home sold and closed on by October 31st, or at least be in contract prior to that, so that the attorney can speak with the bank and extend the date. If they see that there is a contract on the property, they will typically grant an extension if it's going to take a little longer to get that property closed, because it costs a bank probably $100,000 for every property that they foreclose on before they can get it up for sale, and there's a whole process that can take up to a year as well. So I have a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It's 2,800 square feet under air, 3,220 square feet total with 2-car garage. You have a swimming pool. It's in one of the best neighborhoods in Fort Lauderdale. It's east. It's just off Federal Highway. It's close to private schools, shopping, close to the beach, the Intracoastal, tons of restaurants. I hope that you enjoy it. If you're interested in any properties in Fort Lauderdale, if you're thinking about moving or living in Fort Lauderdale, feel free to reach out to me. I'm a specialist who's been in the area for over 33 years. I am a new construction specialist and luxury resales.